great for him. Yep. All right, let's go into our record predictions. All right, Eastern Conference.
More standings. I'm not putting win totals on this.
No, yeah, right. Yeah, standings. Sorry. Nets number 1, Bucks number 2 for me.
Okay. So basically, we're doing a top 6 here. Top 6 in the East.
That's my top tier. If we're gonna go tiers, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that's everybody's top tier.
That's everybody.
I went Bucks Nets. Okay.
Right. Yeah, Bucks Nets, Nets Bucks. That's the top one. Number 3 for me is the Heat. I'm a believer. Okay. I think the Lowry thing's gonna be a big bump. I think they went through a whole bunch of stuff last year that they're not gonna go through this year. I'm not gonna say Heat culture on this podcast because I think I'll have to wash my mouth out with soap. But yeah, that's my number 3.
Okay. Yeah, I had Miami at 4. I went with Atlanta at 3.
Oh, I went with the Hawks at 4. So we have that. So basically, we have the same top 4, just in completely all different spots. Number 5, I went with the Sixers. I still believe in Joel Embiid, even if Simmons isn't going to be there. If Simmons is going to be there, I might have them a little bit higher. But yeah, I went with them at 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm assuming that we'll flip flop these two. I put Boston at 5 and I put Philly at 6.
Exactly switched. I have the Celtics at 6.
We just switched everything.
We just flipped everything. Okay, the next two, 7 and 8.
Well, who's your 4 play-in teams?
Yeah, my 4 play-in teams. So in this order: Bulls, Knicks, Pacers, Wizards.
Oh, okay. We had one different. I had Pacers, Knicks, Bulls, Hornets.
Okay, Knicks we have the exact same spot. And then Hornets, yeah, we're different on Hornets and Wizards.
Yeah.
The Wizards just have a bunch of dudes. Like they just have a top 13 that's just like all NBA players. And I think that matters in that bottom of the East. Whereas the Hornets
also have a brand new head coach.
Yes, yeah, they do, which can be a really good thing or a really bad thing. They also have the Bradley Beal, vaccine situation hanging over their heads a little bit.
Yeah.
There's just all kinds of stuff with them. But I think they have a bunch of NBA players, which I think is positive. It's a lot like the Pacers.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely see. I just love the Hornets. I've been about them. They're a lot of fun. I just think they take the next step. I honestly debated on, I was really thinking hard about Chicago. But
talk me into the Pacers being better than the Bulls and 2 spots better than the Bulls.
I'm going to go with his name is Rick Carlisle and Billy Donovan. I will take Rick Carlisle in that matchup. But
and I will take Zach LaVine and DeRozan and Vooch over Brogdon and Sabonis and Miles Turner.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Rick knows how to make the best out of normally what he has. And
it's true.
You have Brogdon, you have these guys. He has a lot of smart players. Is TJ McConnell not like Rick's son? I mean, is this?
We just said that same thing about Malcolm Brogdon. That
Brogdon, the extension
is an exact player that Rick
if LeVert comes back and he's healthy, Sabonis is a Carlisle player too, all-star. They're just. Yeah, I think he'll get a lot of regular season wins out of them.
There you go. That's our Eastern Conference. I have Nets, Bucks, Heat, Hawks, Sixers, Celtics, Bulls, Knicks, Pacers, Wizards is the last 2 teams in. Isaac has Bucks, Nets, Hawks, Heat, Celtics, Sixers, Pacers, Knicks, and then Bulls, Hornets. Last 2. It hurt my heart to not put the Hornets as one of those play-in teams, but it's just going to be tough in the East this year.
I thought about the Raptors putting them in there, but
okay. Yeah,
they're sneaky.
The East is sneaky deep this year.
Yeah, it is. More than the West. I mean, yeah.
Western Conference was a little bit harder for me. Number 1, I'm just going to throw the Jazz back in there.
Yeah. Oh, maybe, whoa.
Maybe
the other day.
What?
You're like the Lakers are going to be 1.
No, I said they'll be top. They'll be top 1, 2 in the West.
Okay.
So I have Lakers 2. I have Lakers 2. No, yeah, I'm holding out that still.
Yeah, I have Utah 1, Lakers 2, and I have our boys at 3.
Good morning, Isaac.
This is one of my bolder. I have a couple bold predictions in the West. You're not even ready.
Hold on. That's the exact order I had them in there with the Mavericks at 3.
Let's go. One of my bolder predictions for the West this year is I think Dallas will finish with a better record than one of Utah, Lakers, or Phoenix.
And you put Suns at 4.
And I picked the Suns as that.
That's
team.
The exact order I had. And we don't tell each other these beforehand, by the way. But yeah, that's the exact order I had them in.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think
I don't have any breakdown of it.
I'm going positive with this Mavericks thing. I know we were down on Jason Kidd when he first came. I know now it may seem like we're flip-flopping on him, but I think that Luka plus a healthy KP that's a recipe for anybody to do well. And I think this Western Conference is just wide open right now. I think there's some regression potential for the Suns, right? The Ayton thing, maybe that affects him, maybe not. Chris Paul maybe gets a little bit older. Maybe Devin Booker thinks he's a little bit better than he is. There's just all kinds of different things. Ayton or Mikal Bridges just got paid. There's all kinds of little things that can come in and affect this Suns team. Maybe they come back with a vengeance and are like, all right, we got to prove to the NBA. But they also had a lot go right for them last year. Like, they were really healthy last year. They didn't really deal with COVID a lot last year. There's just a lot of things that went right for the Suns last year. Number 5, I have the Nuggets.
Me too. If they finish with a better record than some of the teams above them, I wouldn't be shocked either. But I put them at 5. I put Portland at 6.
Can we go 8 for 8? I had the Blazers there too.
No, we won't.
Number 7.
We won't go 8 for, because so now we're getting to the bottom 4, and you're not ready for my biggest West prediction. But
okay.
At 7, I have Golden State.
I as well.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Clay will come back eventually. I don't think they're top 4, but I still think they're going to be a solid team. They're a really good defensive team last year. If the offense gets a little bit better, if Jordan Poole's something, all that, I think that's positive. So yeah, I have Warriors 7. Number 8, I have the Clippers. Holding on. I think Paul George plus that roster of just like solid guys is still decent. It's not, top 4 in the West, but they're good.
This is my biggest prediction of the West. I don't think the Clippers even make the play-in tournament.
Good morning, Isaac.
Oh, wow. Just completely out.
I think no Kawhi. I think they are one Paul George entry away for I don't like anybody on the roster.
They beat the Jazz without Kawhi though.
That's great. I'm glad.
In the
playoffs, in a couple of games span, we're talking a regular season, you're betting on a lot when it comes to Eric Bledsoe, Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris.
I have nightmares of Reggie Jackson just hitting every single 3 against the
You
Mavs.
bought stock into him. In the people's favorite podcast, you bought stock into Reggie Jackson. So
it worked.
they're just, I wanted to go out on the limb with some type of prediction, and I'm like, you know what? You can clip it or whatever. I think you're going to laugh at 2 of the teams I have above the Clippers.
I'm ready.
So 7 through 10 in the West, I have Golden State. I have Memphis. I think those are 2 easy ones for me. And then I have Minnesota and Sacramento.
Shut it down! Wow, I have the Timberwolves number 10.
Okay.
But the Kings, we have to send this to Matt George right away. The Kings number 10 in the West.
Yeah, I mean, I can't pick anyone out. I can't pick Houston or OKC or San Antonio.
I think the Kings will be better than the Clippers this year.
I think they'll have a better record than the Clippers.
Wow. To me, Paul George is still better. Paul George and whatever the Clippers have is still better than De'Aaron Fox and whatever the Kings have.
I know. I'll get made fun of for sure. The only thing that makes me hesitate is Ty Lue. I think Ty Lue's a good coach.
Good coach.
And that's the only thing about it. But I'm just not a fan of the Clippers roster for an entire season without Kawhi. And I don't think Kawhi comes back at all. So no. I think there's also potential for this team that, I would have to look up their draft picks and all of that. But
anytime you can make a bet on Luke Walton, you should.
Have you seen these practice clips from the Kings, though? They're amazing. Thompson.
They're all into it. Oh, Tristan Thompson, they throw I was watching them the other day. They throw him into a game and they just completely lost everything. It's nothing good was happening for them. Okay, do we want to pick Eastern Conference finalists and finals?
Oh crap, I forgot about that. Yeah, sure.
Nets Bucks, boring, but that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the series we're all waiting for. Sign me up.
I'm excited for that. I want it to happen.
Yes.
Western Conference. Give me my own personal chaos. Lakers, Mavs. I'll be rooting for the Mavs to win every single game.
Gosh, this is hard. Sure, give me Lakers, Mavs.
Woof.
Actually, no. Give me Mavs Jazz.
My professional hell. Whereas I am forced to be in meetings several times a week with the radio voice of the Jazz, who will then either be cracking jokes about how the Jazz are bad or about how the Porzingis is bad or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
And then who do you have?
Lakers Nets in the finals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just I'll keep my tradition going. I'll do Mavs. I'll do Mavs Nets in the finals.
There's no reason for you not to do this, right? Like, because if you're right, then we could just clip this back from forever, and it will live. Especially if they win the title, and we can clip this from like months ago and play it over and over again. Yeah,
you just clip it. You heard it here.
Okay, so make it a good clip. Ready? Be like,
are you ready?
Give me the date. Give me the title winner. Your call. All that.
All right, I got it. Yeah, Nick, I'll tell you right here. October 18th. The Mavs are going to the championship. They're going to play Brooklyn, and this is going to be 10 years down the road from 2011 to now. This is going to be their version of beating the LeBron Miami Heat team. They're going to go in and beat Brooklyn, beat this star-studded team. Luka's going to have his Dirk run like he had in 2011, and the Mavericks are going to win the championship this year. Clip it. Let's do it.
Take it with you.
All right, now cut it off there. So for this, I don't know.
Cut the clip right there. That's it. Don't bring it back. Yeah, their path to a conference finals, I think, is really good. Like some of these teams, you're just like, I don't feel confident about any of them. But then you get into a playoff series, and you're like, okay, LeBron versus Luka, Vogel versus Jason Kidd, his old team.
It's also, I mean, we could go with versus KP. We could do the similarities all day long. They play Portland in the first round. Brandon Roy, Damian Lillard.
Ooh.
Then they face the Lakers in the second round as a 2-3.
They could do the whole thing again.
2-3 matchup. Sorry,
they're not
Thunder.
playing the Thunder in the Western Conference Finals.
But then you sweep the Lakers in the second round. Then you get a young Phoenix team.
Ooh, that's the Thunder team
with Booker and those guys, and then you go face your star-studded Nets team, and
Kyrie gets the vaccine a week before.
And then back. There you go.
Those are our predictions.